Hi, I'm Royston Guest and welcome to your A to Z series of business growth. Here we are at the letter O, and the O is about outside in thinking. Great businesses think outside in, not inside out. What do I mean by that? The customer is the focal point of everything that they do. They never lose sight of why they set up the business in the first place, why they exist, with the customer as the epicenter, the North Star, the compass that drives all their thinking, their behavior, and their action. And wherever you see a high performing organization, the customer is absolutely the focal point of everything that they do. Let me give you a case study example to really flesh this out and bring it to life. So, last year, Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, was doing the shareholder report. And what fascinated the shareholders was his opening statement was simply this: Amazon is a day one business. And as soon as he said it, everybody's ears pricked up, they locked in their core. Jeff Bezos absolutely had their attention. And what came after it, because people were alarmed thinking, Amazon's a 23-year-old business, it's a global juggernaut now. Why would Jeff Bezos be describing it as a day one business? And what was insightful was his response. And he said simply this, that the reason Amazon is a day one business is because day two is status. Day three is irrelevance. Day 4 is excruciating, painful decline, and day 5 is death. That's why Amazon is always a day one business. We're constantly challenging our relevance, we're constantly thinking about our agility, we're constantly building our resilience, and most importantly, we are always putting the customer at the focal point of everything that we do. We never get complacent, we never lose sight of why we exist every single day, which is to serve customers. So for me, there's no surprise why Amazon is the success that it is, because that culture comes from the top. It's embedded through the CEO. Even after 23 years, he never loses sight, the laser beam focus on the customer. And actually, in Built to Grow, I talk about that strategically, the primary purpose of a business is to attract, maximize, and retain customers. Everything which contributes to it is an investment. Anything which doesn't is a cost. So let me make this real and tailored and personalised for you, depending on what stage you might be at in your professional career or the life cycle or the journey of your business. And I think about it in two camps. You know, the number of people who come to me, and we get inquiries every single day from people who are setting up a business, wanting our expertise, wanting our advice, wanting our support, wanting help on funding and how they can really grow and scale their business. And what frightens me is when people come in and they talk about their business idea, and for them it's their passion, it's their focus, their whole commitment, their energy has gone into it, sometimes for years. They've invested all their life savings, even remortgaged their house. And I ask them one simple question about what testing have they done that validates their business idea? Have they gone out and spoke to customers? Is there a real need for it in the marketplace? Have they done any beta testing? And it breaks my heart when people are so focused and they fall into the trap of thinking inside out. They think it's a great idea, but they've invested a fortune in creating it without ever testing whether customers actually want or need the product or service or the solution that they're aiming to provide. So if you're in startup mode or the early stages of your business, it's about making sure you have done your testing, that you do have the outside-in validation that really demonstrates what you are doing is projecting you down the right pathway, and there is a need or a want, whether that's reinventing an industry, whether it's serving customers in a way they've not been served before, or whether there's a new innovation or idea which you think is a game changer that's just going to allow you to steal market advantage. So that's this startup bucket. Then whatever stage you're at in your business growth journey, whether you're in the infancy, whether you're in the adolescence, or whether you're in the groove or the maturity, as I think about the business growth pathway, what tends to happen is you might have started off your business thinking outside in, with the customer absolutely as the focal point of everything. But then what happens is you start to get lazy. You start to get bogged down in your business. You start to introduce systems and processes that detract your people away from actually being focused on the customer and adding value. You start to think, particularly with technology is always a great example, that you're putting in a new technology platform and the technology people start to talk to you about, oh, the system says, or the system won't allow you to do that. When really, technology should be designed around the customer experience, not the other way around. It should be an outside-in approach, not an inside-out approach. So the word of caution in your business is, watch out for the telltale signs of where you people, through systems or processes or from a cultural perspective, where you're starting to lose sight of the customer as being the epicenter, as being the moral compass, as being the organizing principle around which you design your entire business. So there you have it, as always with the A to Z series, bite-sized focus ideas. Are you thinking outside in, or are you falling into the trap of an inside-out focus? Great businesses think outside in, built to grow businesses that are capable of delivering accelerated, sustained and profitable business growth. They focus relentlessly from an outside-in perspective. From me, Royce and Guest, please share this with other people in your business, in your team, that you think really this message will resonate with, where they need the refresh or a reload, or just to raise their conscious awareness. And from me, until next time, thinking outside in, goodbye for now.